So, you're trying to figure out the U.S. work visa system. It feels like an impossible maze, right? Everyone talks about the H-1B lottery, but what if I told you that's just one tiny part of the story? We're about to show you the paths that have nothing to do with luck.
Look, if you're trying to get a visa right now, you already know it's tough. But I'm going to let you in on something that most people just don't know.
All right, let's start with the elephant in the room, the H-1B visa. For so many people, it feels like the only way in. But honestly, it's become a massive, high-stakes gamble. And when you see the numbers, you'll get why.
Just take a look at this. It's absolutely wild. There are only 85,000 spots available, total. But for this upcoming fiscal year, there were over 336,000 unique applicants. That means nearly 4 brilliant, qualified people are fighting for every single visa. The math just doesn't work.
So what does that boil down to? A 35.3% chance. That's it. Even after they changed the rules to try and make things fairer, the hard truth is almost 2/3 of applicants still get rejected. It's just pure random luck. And this isn't just about statistics. It's about real people. Listen to this from Sandeep Menanti, an applicant who actually built a startup here. He said, "It was really devastating for me. I still don't have a life which I can rely on. Your skills, your contributions, none of it matters if your number just doesn't get pulled."
But here is the crucial takeaway. The H-1B lottery is not your only option, not by a long shot. There are other, powerful ways to get a visa that put you back in the driver's seat.
And this is the whole game, right here. The H-1B has a lottery. These other visas do not. It means your application is judged based on your actual merits, your experience, your skills, the stuff that should actually matter.
So what are these other options? Let's break down the big three. First, you have the L1 visa. That's for intracompany transfers, so moving from a company's foreign office to its U.S. branch. Then there's the O1 visa for extraordinary ability. Think top-of-their-field scientists, artists, or entrepreneurs. And finally, the TN visa, which is a fantastic, streamlined option for professionals from Canada and Mexico. Okay, so there are some great lottery-free paths, but I have to give you a reality check. No matter which visa you choose, the entire system is under intense scrutiny right now. Getting any visa approved is tougher than it has ever been.
How much tougher? Denial rates for these kinds of visas have doubled. Yeah, doubled. Every single piece of paper, every claim, is being put under a microscope.
And because of that, the timelines have just exploded. You are now looking at a processing time of 6 to 12 months, minimum. Planning way ahead isn't a suggestion anymore. It's an absolute necessity.
And the level of detail they're going into now is almost unbelievable. Get this, immigration services are using AI to flag things as tiny as a signature that doesn't look quite right. I'm serious. Your handwriting could now be the thing that causes a major delay or even a denial.
So with all this pressure, what's the single most important thing you can do? Well, it all comes down to one thing: building an undeniable, bulletproof case for yourself, and you have to start doing it today.
So what does that actually look like? First, you need to start documenting everything now. Treat this like you're building a legal case. Second, get hyper-detailed about your job and your skills. Go way beyond a simple title. And third, gather concrete, verifiable proof for every single claim you make. Training records, patents, project reports. In this new environment, proof is everything.
So at the end of the day, successfully getting through this maze means knowing all your options and then building that airtight case for yourself. It's about being strategic and choosing the path that fits you and your career.
Now, we've gone over the high-level strategy, but I know you've got more questions. Like, what are the real costs here? What are the actual timelines? And how do you figure out which of these visas is the right one for you?
While we've put together a full guide that breaks all of that down, the link is right there in the bio. It's the resource you need to stop guessing and start making a real plan.
Because the real question is this: in a system this competitive, are you really prepared to leave your American dream up to chance?